And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. It's time for us to get into Vane. In the days before Galleon, the magic city of Vane floated high above the earth. The only way to get there was via this spring of transmission. Fortunately, it still works. We're going to use the spring as our own private back door into the magic city. I, Lamina, Junior Premier of the Magic Guild, daughter of Myria, call upon the ancient power. Awaken from your deep sleep and open the pathway to Vane. Well, yeah, we're gonna be sneaking in the old-fashioned way. Old-fashioned way. Ha! Mega magical, it worked! Ha ha! Mega magic, wow, that quote is stupid. No, it is stupid. So here's the first thing you need to know. There's no real chests here. There's technically a singular chest in this dungeon, but in all fairness, that chest you can't get right away, so you have to come back and kind of get it later, which isn't a big deal because it's right near the exit. This is the Cave of Trial. In the old days, it was used as an exam of sorts. It separated those who were worthy to join the guild from those who weren't. Anyway, that's ancient history. We need to get moving. But be careful, I don't know what kind of freaks might be lurking in this creepy cave. So anyway, yeah, so there's no real items to find here. You just need to worry about getting through the cave. And luckily, as you can see, the cave is kind of destroyed. But as per usual, killing all the enemies is in our biggest interest. Is in our best interest. And I think fire is still the element of choice, I want to say. But there's only a couple of types of enemies, so nothing too major is found down here. Wind magic obviously being a definite good option. So there's no reason to hold back. There's no boss fights coming up either, so I would say just have at it. You see, none of that really does much. And earth damage is an option as well. Ooh. Speaking of that, let's do that. But yeah, so fighting all the enemies in this dungeon, again, good for your XP load, but we'll double check to make sure we get good XP, I'm sorry, from these fights to make sure they're worth the time. And in most cases, I'm pretty sure they're going to be. And we're going to get some interesting items when we do get through this freaking heap of crit. So let's see how it goes. Nice. And Ron Farr gains a level. 1 to attack, 3 to defense, 1 to agility, and then 1 to speed, 3 to wisdom, nice, and 2 to magic defense. Yes! We're getting some good level ups here. I don't know if they're random off the top of my head, so don't ask, but I do know we're getting decent experience points. That's our decent stat bonuses for some issues, for some things, and not for others. Okay, so can't burn through all of his MP this quickly. Yeah. So you can kind of see what we're doing here with the earth magic. Since Lamina has access to earth magic exclusively, she can sit and spam AoE earth damage. And it should be enough to get us through this place, because there's not that... This place is only about 4 or 5 floors deep. So once you get, so probably 25 battles or so, and when her MP gets low, we can start using other strategies to fight most of these enemies. But until then, we'll just do it the easy way first. Lamina levels, attack goes up 1, defense goes up 3. Everybody's getting a big defense bonus. All of a sudden, agility goes up 2, speed 1, wisdom 1, and magic defense 2. No new magic, but that's okay. You don't always get a break at that. And we'll fight this dude. But you've pretty much seen the 3 enemies here. I don't think there's another enemy type. I could be wrong. I think there is actually one more enemy type. But regardless, they're not that hard and they're not a big deal. As you can see, we can kind of reach everything if we really want to. Let's do this. And even for the stuff we can't reach, Lamina can. So I probably should have focused the attacks on the mushrooms though. But oh well, it'll be what it'll be. Boom, shakalaka. Nice job, Lucia. Save me from having to do it. Let's just finish off this shroom. And boom goes the dynamite. And Gene levels 1 attack, 2 defense, 1 agility, 2 speed, 1 wisdom, and 2 defense. And look at that, Enchanted Kiss morphs into Soul Kiss, which causes confusion, I believe. But again, we don't really use confusion. We mostly use sleep. If sleep is AoE sleep is one of the better skills. It's one of the better, more functional skills, I should really say, of the lot. So we're gonna go ahead and start skipping battles here for your guys' sanity and for probably mine. All right, let's keep moving. Now there's an enemy there, enemy there, enemy there. I could just clear the entire floor of enemies and then show you the whole floor, but let's take out these 3 mobs that we saw and maybe an extra 1 or 2 while I'm at it. Alright, let's keep moving here. So there's 3 battles down there, so let's go deal with those 3. Alright, so all the bad guys have been cleared out here. As you can see, there's really nothing here. So like I said, you're really just fighting monsters down here for XP, and trust me, you're probably gonna need it. And I know I make it sound silly to, oh, you should fight every monster, but this game punishes you pretty hard for being underleveled, even though it's really easy to catch up in many situations because of the enemy layouts and where you can recover and heal and stuff. It's still problematic because it's more time you got to put into the game to make up for the fact that you chose not to grind, you know, the levels out by just fighting battles early on. And that's really the gist of it, is if you're not going to take the time to fight every battle at least once, you're going to be very far behind. Even when you fight every battle at least once, you're going to find yourself lacking a little bit. And some of the best abilities of the game and stuff you will not learn unless you actually put a little bit more effort. Whereas in the first Lunar, there really isn't much need for grinding. You can do it, and you can beat the game rather easily and do everything there is to do in the game. But in Lunar 2, it's a little different, as they've added bonus places for us to go as we get closer to endgame and interesting things that we can do, but we can't do them, any of them for that matter, unless we spend the effort early on to strengthen ourselves up. So when we get to that juncture of the game, we're not going to run into that issue. And yes, I noticed Lucia gets some health back at the end of each battle. Yay! But that's really the big beef that I like to point out about Lunar 2, is that it's more rewarding if you put a little bit more effort into it as opposed to Lunar 1, where you could get away doing, you know, minimal stuff and still get through the game moderately easy. Though the last dungeon or 2 will probably be a little rough if you kind of don't really put a lot of effort into it. So let me clear out some of these enemies here, and we'll be back. Okay, so 4 battles in total. 3 of them right kind of here. Mushroom, a fly, and a floater dude, and then a floater dude down here. So I believe was what the spread was, to some degree. And so let's keep moving, because there should be another fight or 2 up here. More flies! Alright, let's move. Alright, so here we are, the final floor, and you can see there's no enemies here, which is good. Now what you will see is this chest, which, hero, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be in the cave of trials, so keep your grubby paws off the treasure chest, alright? So yeah, that's a thing. Don't worry, it's not a big thing. Alright, so first things first, we've got a lot of little things that we can do, and we really got to figure out what we want to do. So armor shop here, we got the steel shield earlier that we can equip. The magic gauntlet, now that's obviously not an improvement, but it's an improvement for Lamina, so we'll get it for her. The platinum armor, obviously for Hiro. We found a silk dress earlier. Magician's robe is an upgrade, so let's hand that over. We got a steel helm. Got a soul bandana and the bejeweled hairpin, which, yeah, it's better. It's 4 points better than the last piece of equipment. They lose 8 magic defense. Considering the enemies aren't using a lot of magic yet, it's probably not a bad buy. So we'll go ahead and buy it against my better judgment. I might keep them, though, just in case for later. So I didn't read these. For fans of heavy metal, imbued with a protective spell. Precious metal, painstakingly molded. Smooth and stylish. Magic Guild's official uniform. Heavy with excellent defense. Calms the mind, improves magic. I think we read some of these. Contains a magical gem. So now we just gotta equip everyone with said gear. And it's actually been a while since we've gotten Hero an upgrade in the armor. But here's what's interesting, is you'll notice that Ronfar can also wear the plate armor. Now, you noticed I didn't do it, because I'd rather him have higher magic defense, but we could have given this to him earlier in place. And you'll also notice, again, the plate armor seems to be something multiple characters can wear. So, kind of cool, but kind of unnecessary. And yeah, and some of you might have, somebody, no, never mind. I was gonna say, I think somebody mentioned that, but I don't remember that being mentioned. Oh, you know what, when I live streamed it, somebody mentioned it to me. That was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Anyway, but yeah, so other characters can equip the plate armor, but really, it's better off on Hero anyway. And even though it gives 10 better defense to Lamina, it really lowers her wisdom and her magic defense by 3 each. So again, not really the first thing I would go for. And then the better armor that's available only increases that and gives the same defense anyway. So really, it just wears itself its welcome out for the most part. And that's why I'm not too eager to get it on our characters here. So, and here, see, we're already going to lose magic defense because of the bejeweled hairpin. Jeez, it almost doesn't seem worth it. Yeah, but we'll do it anyway. I can always swap them back later if I don't sell them, which hopefully I don't. So we can get rid of the golden mace, the silver shield, the platinum gauntlet. I never actually read the plate armor, did I? So we'll hold on to it for just a moment, but we'll sell the dresses, the silver helm, the lucky bandana, and we'll keep everything else. We'll sell the plate armor in a minute. I don't think I got to look at it with you guys. Great protection. So let's go ahead and now sell the plate armor. Alright, so we'll keep the cute ribbons for now, just in case I change my mind. But as you can see, we're relatively decked out in gear, so it's not something I'm hyper concerned about. The Black Rose item shop. So that's what happened to you. So we'll leave some room for picking up of new ones. We're good here. We can stock up on these finally. Trust me, you'll want to. Cures all conditions. We don't need this. We don't need this. Oh, you know what we can do is we can sell 2 of these. Alright, we're good here. There's a few more things we might want to look into. There's a weapon shop over here. And let's take a look. So we have the Smash Saber and the Rune Sword. So this is going to give us 127 damage, but only 1 attack. It's slow. So it's a big freaking sword. Thick as Ronfar, heavy as Borgin. Inscribed with mystic symbols. So the better sword, in all fairness, yeah, that's a lot more attack, but we still get our 2 attacks, and we get a bonus to wisdom and magic defense. So yeah, we're obviously taking the rune sword. Imbued with mystic power symbols. So the ritual mace, used in religious ceremonies, we'll grab that for Ronfar, as that too is an upgrade. And pretty much every staff available since we started the game is now here to buy. So we don't need any of these because we have them all already, so not something I'm that worried about. You can see that the cost of gear is starting to jump dramatically. And we need to start being careful of how much we spend. Because, yeah, we're not making money that as easily. Now, we do have over 10 grand in cash sitting right here. But I'd hate to use those this early, because as we continue, the gear is going to get more and more and more and more and more and more and more expensive. So it's something we need to be somewhat weary of. All right, let's keep exploring. I believe somewhere is a bromide, and I need to take a look here. We're gonna explore this for a little bit till we find it. Common Sense by Maria Alsa. Wait. Maria Alsa. So that would make Lamina a direct descendant? I'll have to look into that. That might be the only character in the main party that's a direct descendant. Interesting. Or is it? Magic Emperor Galleon. So I'm not going to read these because we don't need to. We are looking for something specific here. And this is all backstory of the first game anyway, so if you're familiar with what happened in the first game, you're going to be familiar with all of this. Ah, here it is. Oh no, why did I leave my poem in this book? Don't read another word, stop! Until I read the last line, I didn't even know it was Lamina. I think one of the pages is falling out of this. Hey! Lamina's Bromide number 1. Nice. So anyway, anywho, this is all silly nonsense, but, and maybe you wanted to read it, I don't really care that much. We want to see the bromide. You know you guys just want to see it. So Lamina, when she's not pilfering our pockets for plunder, she's apparently a poet. One of her poems goes as followed. The shiny is beautiful, the shiny is grand, the shiny is sweet, and never is the shiny bland. The shiny is good, and the shiny is great. The shiny makes me so hot I want to masturbate. The great... Okay, anyway, we'll move on. This is my home, the mansion of the Magic Guild of Vane. These walls are filled with the history of our world. Well, isn't it great?
This place here is big, but it's kind of run down, isn't it, Hero? I mean, look at the hole in the roof, and that sign over there is broken. If the Magic Guild is so prestigious, why can't they afford a carpenter?
Ooh. Watch it, cat. That might be fighting words to Lamina. So yeah, I think Lamina is actually a direct descendant of the Alsas, which would be Mia Alsa and her mother Lemia Alsa. And they were, Lemia Alsa was one of the 4 heroes and leader of the Magic Guild, and Mia Alsa was the one of Alex's companions.
It's been a long time, Borgin. To what do we owe the pleasure of this visit?
Miriam, you are the picture of mannerly perfection, as always.
Yeah, so she's an Alsa. Interesting.
However, Vane has drifted into chaos since the guild fell apart. You know it's true. Lowly simpletons who know nothing of the way of magic roam the once majestic streets. Disgrace and despair are all that remains of the Magic City. How utterly pathetic.
Then why, may I ask, have you come to this place that you hold in such low esteem?
Miria, you never were one to skirt the issue. I confess that I come here for selfish reasons. The city no longer suits a woman of your stature. I have come to take you to Neo Vane. We would be very happy together, you and I. A land where magic is infinite, and cheeseburgers rain from the sky.
Oh, that flying cesspool has no right to come in here like he owns the place.
Oh, Lemia, calm down there.
Oh, look what we have here. Lamina, Junior Premier of the Guild. Remember me? I'm Borgin, creator of Neovane and the most powerful wizard in the world. Ring a bell, Dumpling? I thought it might bring back a few fond memories.
Oh, I remember. I could never forget a face as obesely grotesque as yours. I told you Vane was off limits. Get out of here.
The mother's laughing because it is hilarious. Lamina, my dear, you've returned. Welcome home. And what's this? You've brought some new friends with you. How wonderful. You have so few friends, darling, that I'm delighted to see you making new ones. I am Lamina's mother, Miria. Welcome to Vane and to the mansion of the Magic Guild. These aren't my friends. These aren't just friends of my mother. They're also candidates to join the guild. I'm gathering new candidates every day, and I'll revive the guild someday soon.
With such a shame when places of former glory are neglected by their own creators. I'm afraid that's exactly what has happened to Vane. Its time is almost over. Surely you agree, Lamina?
Absolutely not. Vane is not destined to disappear at all. I'm going to restore it.
Calm down, Lamina. Listen to what Borgin has to say. You know, once you get past the surface, he's very much like you.
Mother! How can you say such a terrible thing? Borgin is ugly and awful and evil.
Why are you defending him? Has he cast a spell on you?
I do not submit my power for your approval, dear girl. I am absolute sovereign of my destiny now. I will do as I please. Behold! Please excuse my actions, Lady Miria, but I must do this. Cheeseburger, 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 ho!
Mother!
Wasn't that delicious? And all it took was a simple wave of my hands. Poof! Mummy's gone.
What have you done with my mother? I demand that you return her this minute.
And I demand that you think before you speak, dear girl, or at least bring me a supersized shake from McDonald's. Think of the power I possess, Lumina. I could squash you like a cream-filled cupcake. No, your mother will not be coming back. She will rule with me in Neo Vane. And oh, if you feel the need to visit, please don't hesitate to visit Pentagulia. We'll be certain to roll out the dead carpet for you.
No, Borgin, I'm serious. Come back here this instant. He disappeared. Like a whopper surrounded by diabetic people. Oh, Mother, I can't believe I let you down. You don't have enough magical strength to qualify as a bathroom attendant, let alone the premier of the Magic Guild of Vane. What was I thinking? I can't even save the person I love the most. How can I hope to restore an entire city? Oh, Mother, I'm a failure. Booty hoo 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 hoo. Booty hoo 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 hoo. Poor girl.
Lamina.
Girl, Ronfar, just go up there. What do you think we should do, Ronfar?
Well, when someone like that is down in the gutter, when a beautiful lady's having a bad day, you just bend her over and you spank her a few times. That'll make her lighten up. Oh, wait, don't do it. It's Lamina. She might ask for money for each spank. Say, Chief, I think you should have a few words with Lamina, though. I was going to say something about you being our leader and having to take charge, but the truth is that the rest of us are kind of scared of her, so good luck.
Thanks, Ronfar, for nothing. What do you want, hero? Have you come to laugh at me for being so weak? Sure, go ahead and laugh. It must be worth 1,000 yucks. Ha! Lamina reviving the Magic Guild. But she's the only member. I don't even have the power to fix the leaky roof of the guild mansion. My mother knew I was too weak to do anything, hero. That's why she told me to accept the Magic Guild the way it is. You agree with her, don't you? Don't care for a donation. What is this? Do you pity me?
Do you think everything will be fine if you give me money, Hero? Is that it?
But I'll take your money, even in good faith. Thank you, Hero. Oh, Hero, just go away. I have to figure it out for myself. Mother. Oh, Mother, if I didn't have enough magic power to save you, how can I hope to restore and rebuild the guild? I understand why Mother always wanted me to give up my stupid dream. It's not like that, Lamina. Vane is a wonderful city with a rich history and of great leaders. I think that you will be the next great leader of Vane. I believe in your dream, Lamina. I believe you have the strength and the courage to make it real. Someday you will restore this place to its former glory. Someday the Magic Guild of Vane will once again be the center of this world. And someday everyone will know what it is. And someday everyone will know that it was your vision which made it all possible. I've never heard such a load of horse plats in all my life, Hero. Is this your idea of a pep talk? Can you tell it's my first? Yeah, but I do appreciate the effort. Thanks, Hero. What a bitch.
Hey, Lamina. There's no shame in being the only member of the Magic Guild. There are certain situations where being the only member can be quite pleasant, in fact. Think of it this way. When you have nothing to lose. All you can do is win.
And I'll join you as a member of the guild, that is, if you'll have me. I'll support your dream any way I can, because that's what friends do for each other. I don't understand the people of this world very well, but I do know that you are wonderful for trying to carry out your given duty.
We're all here for you, Lamina. Now let's go and save your mom from that floating fatty.
My only thoughts this entire time have been about how to get you all into the guild. But you're all concerned about me. Me, personally. I don't deserve to have friends like you. I'm not crying. By the way, I just have something in my eye. Normally people have to pay for that. To see that anyway. I must have looked really pathetic, but I'm alright now, so let's get moving. We're headed for the holy city of Pentagulia, where we'll find Borgin and rescue Mother.
That lad bud is going to pay dearly for putting me through this, I assure you.
I won't be satisfied until I've squeezed every last silver coin out of his rolls of fat.
Now this is the Lamia we've come to know and love.
Well, we know her, but I'm not sure if we're ready to love her. Anyway, let's make our way to the holy city.
So there we go. Even better, we have access to every item in the guild. We need the right tools if we're going to rescue Mother from Borgin. Before we go to the holy city, I should open the treasure chests of Vane. I'll even let you guys use whatever I find for a very reasonable rental fee. Oh wait, what the heck? I'll let you use them for free. After all, you are helping me save my mother. Something tells me a part of my soul just wants to reach out and punch this bitch. So Lamina's purse is obtained. Cool. Lamina's purse is a neat little item that actually, it doesn't say what it does. It just says usually empty. But what it does do is it makes enemies drop more gold. Or silver, rather. Because this game's only got silver as its currency. It's kind of neat. And the Gorgon doll is another accessory. Precious Ausa Heirloom, which you can see raises her range, which is bleh. But it raises her magic defense and wisdom up quite a bit. It's a neat little accessory, and there's not much else better to really go around with. Other than to maybe put it on Hero, because it could go on Hero because his issue is very simple. He just doesn't have good magic defense and wisdom. So we'll actually put it on Hero for now. I'm regretting it in my back of my head, but I'd rather do this than the former. So his magic defense and wisdom is pretty abysmal. And it's a little better because of the rune sword, but we could do better for him. Let's go ahead and get all the goodies here. Seal crest. Monster's lips are sealed. Now this crest might actually be good for Jean. as it does muting magic. Now it's going to lower her defense a little bit, or offense rather, but I'm okay with that. The ability to mute some enemies might actually be relevant, and even if it's not, you know what? Let's just take it off for right now. We can always put it on later. We really need her attacks right now for the time being. But if we do need to equip it to someone, we can do that mid-battle, and now it's available to anybody who wants to do it. Thundercrest. Thundercrest is on the loose. Now, Thundercrest is great, because guess where it's going? It's going right on Lamina. Now, non-attribute magic, yay. And so, with that said, now you'll notice we took off the Power Crest, because now Lamina has access to Thunder and Earth magic. Yay! So that means she has access to every element except wind, technically, and I think some people in the past have argued that wind magic is the same as thunder magic. I don't believe that is true, necessarily. I believe they're their own entities. But there will be a moment where we can do something else with that later. The Thief's Staff is now available. The Thief's Staff's pretty cool. Let's take a look at it really quick. So there it is. Steals items from enemies. There is never a reason not to have this staff. The only negative to having the staff is, number one, it offers you no magic offense. But in the same breath, you get to steal stuff. So, but what it ultimately means is that now that we have every element except wind available to Lamina, we can literally just do exactly that and just spam thief magic whenever we don't need her to attack. Thieving magic. We can have her steal from this point on. And I believe you can steal from bosses too. Not that every boss has something good to drop. Actually, in most cases, I don't think they do. They just have something moderately good. But regardless, you know, you'll want to make sure you get some of those delicious free goodies, because you never know what you're going to get. So Silverlight, I think there's another one in here. I know we're missing an item. It's a ring of some sort, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, speak of the devil. So we've pretty much found everything that's available in Vane to grab. So sweet. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Yeah, so there's not really much reason to take the Thief Staff off of Lamina, maybe until endgame. And even then, it's very debatable. It really just depends on what you're trying to accomplish with her. I don't know, I've already been here. Alright, so with that said, we are geared up and ready to go. We've got everything that we need. And we're all healed up. We're all healed up. And we are in about... We are about 2,700 to our next level, which isn't too bad. That's right, we're not playing the first game. I'm trying to warp out of here. Like as if I was playing the first game. Now you'll notice we have the Power Crest on nobody right now. And that's fine, because we're going to be putting it on somebody in due course. And it's going to be pretty awesome when we do. So our goal here is to head up and around until we reach this place, which I believe is the something for the Sloustis Forest. Something like that. It's a forest, that's all you need to know. And, let me think here. So we got a big old forest filled and riddled with delicious monsters that want to eat our faces. So, debating in my head. So yeah, this is probably a good place for us to stop for right now. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by, because I'm trying to think of what's next. And I know there's a cutscene coming up that's a little on the longer side. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. When we come back, we're going to get a really cool crest. And you're going to really see this crest system start working in our favor beyond and only seeming to benefit Lamina outright. And we're also going to get through this area, get to a new town. and we're gonna have some more dungeons and possibly a boss fight coming up. So depends on how far we get. So anyway, thanks guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And when we come back, we're gonna go through and get through this dungeon and this dungeon. Oh, I was close. Slouch Forest, and all that. So, and we're gonna get through all that, and we're gonna be on the road to Pentagoulia at this point. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by, and check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackTardStudios, to see more live streaming and cool stuff, because I do most of what I do down there. The live stream is probably the most popular hangout spot for RPG fans right now, because 80% of what I play are RPG games, 10% like simulation, and the other 10% are action games, and you know, maybe once in a blue moon a first-person shooter. But you can chat and hang out with me there and all that cool stuff. And if you subscribe to the Twitch channel, you're actually supporting the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel at the same time. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.